In the beginning, there were mockeries regarding the business, but far from being shaken, the entrepreneur turned the tables. Later on, he played a key role in a billion-dollar deal with Jeff Bezos' Amazon. In this video, we will explore how this happened and what led the sharks to reject this unparalleled opportunity. The entrepreneur in question is Jamie Siminoff, who already had experience in creating and selling companies, including one valued at $17 million in 2009. Surprisingly, he didn't spend that money, choosing to invest in new ventures. Jamie had been exercising his creativity since the age of 7, recalling childhood projects like a blanket capable of pumping cold water from an aquarium to cool off on hot days. In an episode of Shark Tank, Jamie's idea was rejected, but that didn't deter him. Despite the initial setback, he continued to venture into businesses, excelling in endeavors like Simulscribe. However, unsatisfied, in 2010, he set up shop in his garage, focusing on creating new products. A common problem of not being able to hear the doorbell while working led him to invent a Wi-Fi doorbell for himself. Initially, Jamie did not see the doorbell as a future business but as a solution to a personal problem. His wife recognized the device's potential for home security, suggesting that it could determine who was at the door before even opening it. That's how the idea of Doorbot was born, launched in 2012. In the early months, Doorbot faced challenges, including financial losses. However, after a few weeks, the product began to gain traction and practically sold itself. The Shark Tank episode, which originally rejected the idea, aired in 2013, but by then, Jamie was already experiencing the success of his innovation, culminating in a billion-dollar deal with Jeff Bezos' Amazon. A common characteristic of winning products is their ability to sell themselves. It was in this spirit that Jamie decided to present his innovative idea on the American version of the Shark Tank show. In the reality show, Jamie aimed to raise $700,000 for his company, believing that Doorbot, his product, was already worth $7 million. It was a video doorbell connected to a smartphone, allowing the customer to see and remotely communicate with the person at the door through the mobile device. The product's conception arose from the observation that thieves often ring the doorbell before breaking in, providing users with the ability to simulate presence. Despite Jamie earning about $1 million in sales after a year of operation, the overconfidence in participating in the program encountered a disheartening reality. The sharks were not impressed, and one by one, they began to bow out. Kevin O'Leary, in particular, made an unattractive offer, proposing a $700,000 loan with ongoing royalties on future sales and a stake in the company. Faced with an offer that made no sense, Jamie declined and left without investment. Kevin O'Leary's statement, wishing future success, was not particularly friendly. Despite a brief disappointment after the episode, Jamie recalls that he needed the money at the time. Jamie was not only upset about the lack of investment. Mike Turbin and Lori Grainer's critiques of the product's selling ability presented new challenges. However, the exposure on Shark Tank helped the company overcome financial problems. After the show, Doorbot sales skyrocketed, reaching over $3 million. As the business continued to grow, they abandoned the idea of being just a product and built a complete line of home security solutions, naming the company Ring. In 2018, shortly before the acquisition by Amazon, Ring already had a market value of $760 million. It was at this moment that Jamie, sitting in his office, received a call from Jeff Bezos. While it may not have happened exactly that way, Amazon contacted the entrepreneur, who was about to complete a new round of investments worth $300 million. The purchase propelled Ring to a value between $1.2 to $1 billion in 2018. Although Jamie did not become a billionaire due to dilutions in investment rounds, he still holds 10% of Ring. Jeff Bezos is not the only notable investor. Richard Branson and basketball player Shaquille O'Neal also invested in the company over the years. Jamie highlighted that at the product launch, they sold 140,000 units in 24 hours, totaling $22.5 million in sales. Jamie expressed satisfaction with the transaction, stating that it is a great place for an inventor who wants to continue impacting the world. Even with only a 10% stake, he prefers to call himself the chief inventor rather than an entrepreneur. He had limited interactions with Jeff Bezos but learned a lot and admires the founder of Amazon. As for the Shark Tank episode, Jamie no longer worries about it and playfully reminisces about the past. Thank you for watching this far. Your support is crucial to us, so I ask that you like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time.